There was a delicious aroma of the food was filling the kitchen atmosphere. Vian was making dinner with her mother and having a piece of time. Cooking was like a therapy for her. Are you two progressing? Rival marriages won't work. She passed her mother a pressed lips smile, but she took it less serious. Little fights and teasing won't make you both enemies. Little fights? Mom, you don't know anything. She looked at her mother with disbelief look. They were not just rival in the politics of the university, but education to sports, and his stupid pranks on her throughout the years made the situation worse. Yet their parents decided to marry them for their so-called business sake, but I have seen changes. Then stay in your imaginary bubble. She continued her work when her phone dinged few times. Cleaning her hands, she opened the messages. Unknowingly, a smile came across her lips, but she hid it immediately since her mother was looking at her. What happened to him? His messages were surely making hard for her not to smile or blush. She admired his a mess baby picture, not hiding her smile anymore. Rival marriages won't work, huh? Her mother laughed out, causing her to turn off the phone immediately. Is he missing you? I don't care and I hate him. Okay. Her mother shook her head in disbelief and then they proceed for the dinner. She was getting ready for the party night with the university friends and could feel Taehyung's strong gaze on her. Can you please stop being like a creep? I have seen better. Then go and stare the shit out of them. She rolled her eyes, but her husband still had his intimidating eyes on her. Not gonna lie, it was making her knees go weak. After getting ready, finally, they settled inside the car and a comfortable silence consumed the surrounding until Vian initiated the conversation. You won't drink tonight. And why? Because you turned so sweet that I can't handle it. Handle what? My sweetness or my love language? He winked at her, recalling the messages he sent her last night being drunk, but had no regret. You piss me off even more. Really? Then I would like to have 2 more shots. She glared at him and like always he smiled. It was their love language, but they have no realization of it. Soon the car stopped before the venue and she looked at him confused, but Taehyung gestured her to step out. What? You know, we can't go together. Their relationship was a secret. Firstly, they were students and secondly, they were famous rivals of the university, so they decided to keep it as a secret. She huffed before moving out from the car and walked towards the venue while Taehyung was following her with low speed. The party was going smoothly and everybody was enjoying it, but Vian eyes on Taehyung, who was dancing with his best friend. She knew there was nothing, but she felt a pinch in her heart. What's wrong? Nothing, I'm just thinking about something. She shrugged her shoulders like it was not a big deal, but being a good friend, Jia knew she was pretending. It's noticeable that something is definitely going on between you and him. Taehyung is not my type. But I didn't take his name. She smirked, but Vian didn't react much because previous one was enough to expose her. Hi girls. Oh, hi. She smiled lightly. The spark she used to feel after seeing him was not the same anymore. How is life going lately? Amazing. By the way, would you like to dance with me? Vian nodded, sliding her hand in his and walked towards the dance floor. She was dancing with Seo-joon, but eyes were stealing glances of Taehyung. Surprisingly, she also found him staring at her every time. Are you free tomorrow? Actually, I have date night with my assignments. He laughed and she smiled too, which was noticed by her husband. She never smiled to me like that, but him. His grip around his best friend painfully firm that she kicked his toe with her heels. Get your shit together, Kim. She walked away with a mixture of jealousy and anger. Zeha liked Taeyang for years, but he always had eyes on Wayne. Taeyang adjusted his jacket and nudging his shoulder with Seojun purposely, he walked away while Wayne looked at him with surprise. She was singing in a dying goat voice when she was on Taeyang's back. Taeyang wanted to cry right now because her voice was definitely killing him and her being drunk was making it worse. Wayne, shut up. She yelled a little when her body pounced on the mattress, but again her broken radio started. Wayne, I said shut your mouth or else. His anger faded as he noticed her sad pout and damn, she was looking so cute to him. Or else what? I will kiss you. She blinked her eyes looking at him not due to shyness but sadness. But I don't know how to kiss. This girl. Will you teach me? He pretended like he didn't get the meaning of her words and confirmed it. Teach you what? How to kiss? She got up before moving towards him and he just stared at her shockingly. Please help me. I want to learn how to kiss, especially that French one. Taeyang's eyes turned big and with a light jerk, his face was cupped by Wayne's small hands. Wayne, you are drunk. Please stay. It became hard for him to control himself and the beast inside him when she was too close and her lips just inches away. Don't blame me later. She shook her head in denial when Taeyang took her lips urgently. Everything around them seems faded. The moment stopped for them and with a sync of accelerated heartbeats. They never knew kissing someone would be this heavenly. It was so, and she passed out in his arms, leaving her husband. Wayne was having the class and trying her best to avoid Taeyang. Last night memories embarrassed her while Taeyang was teasing her whenever he got the chance. But no one accepted. It was euphoric and memorable. That's it for today. Now I'll give you the topic of the assignments and your project partner too. Professor gave everyone different topics and Wayne found out her old crush Seojun was now her project partner. They noticed Taeyang's mood changed but reason was unknown. I'm glad you are my partner. Wayne passed him a sweet smile while collecting her books and walked out with him. By the way, can I ask you something? Yeah. Are you and Taeyang a thing? She looked at him surprised, unaware Taeyang and him had a small fight last night for dropping her at home safely. Do you? I don't know what you are talking about. He felt relieved, but his next action shocked her. Seojun held her hand gently, gathering everyone's attention, including Taeyang. June, actually, I can't wait anymore to tell you my true feelings. She gulped down, praying he won't propose her because her feelings gone long ago. I really like you, Wayne. Will you be my girlfriend? But instead of getting answer, poor guy got a harsh punch on his face by none other than Kim Taehyung. Proposing what's mine? You must wanna die. He growled, bombing the big news on everyone's head. Holding Wayne's hand with authority, he moved towards an empty classroom. Now both of them were silent and just looking at each other. With cold look on his face, he brushed his finger through his hair. You know what? I hate you. She was looking at him dumbfounded, more than hurt. I hate you for making me feel the things that I thought never existed. You literally made me obsessed with you that I don't see my future without you anymore. He was her enemy and proposed her in that way too, but it brought a smile on her face. Yes, and she crossed her arms over her chest. She was the same as him, so easily giving in was not in her blood too. And girl, I think I kinda sorta slightly maybe, well, I do like, I love you more than I have ever imagined. He finally confessed with difficulty, filling her heart with euphoria and stomach with butterflies. Let's put the end to enemies and step into the phase of lovers. She smiled brightly with slight nods, so he immediately took her into a bond crush hug. The fights, the willing and unwilling interactions, the bickering, the curses, the long talks, the silent care, the hidden love to the confession, they came to a long way.